that I was talking about, the 16 to 22-year-olds, are somehow responsible?
It's me, Carly, your fave sex ed teacher. I teach teenage men and kids and people of all genders about relationships. And we'd be talking about systemic issues and gendered issues in my sex ed class. Here's what I'm going to say. You're both right. Don't fight each other. You're both right. Both are true. Boys and men need to hear how women are feeling, and we need to present that information to them or be there to talk about those comments with them. It's not shielding them from those comments and shielding them from how people are feeling around their group as a gender, because people their age are feeling the way that the person whose comment you're responding to feels. I get that in the question box all the time. Just this week, 2 days ago, I had a student say, you need to tell the boys how scary it is to be a girl all the time and why we're so afraid. It's their peers saying things like this. So we can't shield them from those comments. We can't shield them from the reality that people are living in fear of men. But I also agree with you. We don't have to put it on their shoulders and play the blame game. We absolutely need to call in and help them understand, how did we get here? And what can you do in your everyday life and in your relationships to make people feel safe and good around you? And that's consent. That's healthy relationships. That is unpacking all the advice coming at them on social media. And all of this is sex ed. All of this is sex ed. All of this can be outside of sex ed too. But I think instead of pointing the blame and saying who's doing the work wrong or who's doing the work right, how can we weave these perspectives together in a constructive, meaningful way and actually build behaviors that not only are going to help our young people have resilience when they hear these comments, because they will, and they're going to feel defensive. And how do we help them understand to not internalize that rhetoric, but also adjust and monitor their behavior to not add to that community fear, to not add to the toxic dynamics that are real and are harming women and LGBTQ people. And that's not to say men aren't harmed by patriarchy too. They are. So we have to address it head on. We can't hide from the difficult or emotionally charged comments because they're real. What we have to do is help everybody understand why people are feeling this way and what can I do in my everyday life, and not zoom out so much that I'm operating on being in part of an entire gender group, but bring it back to you're a human, you have people and relationships in your direct vicinity, and that's what you can control. That's where you can foster positivity, and you don't have to repeat this dynamic that we're in. That's why we need both. We need you to work together. We need you to hear how people are feeling, and then we need to find a way to call in and build skills and educate without making people feel defensive or making them feel equipped of what to do when they feel defensive, when they feel like part of their identity or the traits they have are coming under attack or being painted with the same brush as everybody else, right? We don't want to get stuck in just like the not all men conversation. We got to punch through that and get to the good stuff of, okay, what does it mean to be a not all men? What does that look like in your day to day? What skills do you need to foster relationships where people feel safe and good around you? And what do you deserve from people? That's something so many of my male presenting students are craving, is just someone saying, you deserve respect too. You don't have to take crap either, but there's a way we got to deal with it. And we also got to give people a chance, you know? So much of my sexual health education content is leveraging both of these perspectives and making them work together. And I can tell you, it works really well. Teenagers are not made of glass. They can hear the hard stuff. They can take it. They are durable, thick rubber people. They can take it, but we got to set them up and give them action items that they can do with the world that they are growing up into and that they are going to be entering. And the crap people are going to put on you whether you like it or not.